So welcome back, everybody. This is our first Friday interview with a great real estate agent here. Your name is, sir?
Stephen Marshall with Remax Heritage.
Awesome. My name is Pressley with Perry Homes. We're currently in Tavola in a model home. So thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.
Appreciate the invite.
You had some questions that you kind of wanted to ask me and also share with our viewers.
Well, sure. When we're meeting with the buyer, the buyer usually starts with a huge need list. This is everything that they must have in order to buy a home. You come into a beautiful model home, such as this Perry home, and it has everything, but it may not be in budget.
Right.
What can you do to help a buyer find the home similar to this one within their budget?
Okay, so the first thing that we do is we see what the budget is, and we see what homes that we have in that budget that kind of fits them. If your budget, let's say for example, is, let's throw out a number, $300,000. Sure. We'll say, okay, what's your dream home price? Right. And what do you feel really, really comfortable? You won't have any problem paying that mortgage and all of those associated bills that come with that house. And then we see what that range is. Then we look at those homes in that range and we say, okay, which floor plan do you like the best? And then we'll also let them know this is what comes included with the home. And if you like to get this feature, it might be a little bit more, or it might be something that we can just change the floor plan and have already included into the home. A lot of the homes that we have that are over 3,000 square foot come with a 3-car garage. So if you are getting a home that's in the 2,000 square foot, sometimes you have to add that garage, that third bay or that tandem garage. But if you're in the 3,000 square foot, we can maybe get the price about the same, change your floor plan and get the same options that you're looking for.
Really? What kind of incentives do you have for the buyers? So if they want to come in and upgrade countertops, flooring, kitchens, designs, what would be available to them?
It changes per month, and being that this is the holiday season, it is very aggressive this month, and I'm assuming it's going to be for December as well. We have different ways of breaking that down. So we have a big chunk of money that the buyers can use towards their home. You can either apply that incentive money straight to the price of the home and keep yourself or keep the buyer on the budget, and whatever they add to that, they would just pay half of that cost. Or we can split part of that cost to go to the home sales price of the home, and then the other price will go towards almost like a deposit towards their upgrades. And then if they go over any of that amount, then they would just pay half. So let's say we gave them a $10,000 budget. As you said earlier, Perry Homes comes included with a lot of great things. We come in standard with 3-centimeter granite in the master, the tall ceilings, the tall windows. In Tavola, we have the fireplace here. Sure. But if it's something that is not already in that package, let's say you want a different color granite, and we give you a budget of, let's just say, $1,000. If that granite ends up being $2,000, you just pay the difference.
Pay the difference? Probably the largest question on a buyer's mind right now is, did it flood? What happened during Harvey to the homes, to the neighborhood? 50 inches of rain, did it stay in the street? Did it run off? And then what's planned going forward for the new build sites?
Yes. Very proud to say that Perry did not flood. More specifically, Tavola did not flood.
Sure.
We did such an excellent job that our streets didn't even get wet.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm joking. Streets got wet.
Let's see if that's right?
Just a little bit. The streets did not flood. We do not build in flood zones anyway, so that helped us a lot. We also elevate our homes, and we have the home situated where the water runs to the front of the property, doesn't run to the back and kind of sit in the backyard. But yeah, we didn't have any issues during Hurricane Harvey. We did really good. Really good.
That's fantastic.
Perry, you guys did an awesome job.
They did a great job here. They did. So, home buyers, the first they're going to look at price. Second, they're going to look at design and flow, and does it feel like home to them, right? But what about Perry makes this special for a home buyer?
Yes.
Why Perry and not one of the other builders?
Perry is very focused on one, design, and two, quality, and they're both interchangeable. So we don't necessarily look at design first and then quality second. We don't. We honestly, I believe, try to look at quality first and then design second. one of the noticeable features about Perry Homes is we have an open floor plan for pretty much all of our plans.
Sure.
Even our one-story homes, they can go up to 4,000 square feet. The one that we're in now is 3,300 square feet. And when a buyer comes in, they usually think this is a two-story home because it feels so open.
Right, they do.
Mm-hmm. So when Perry builds, we have different measures that we look at. We want to keep the buyers happy, and we want to stay true to the Perry brand. So quality is very important. We use number 2 wood on everything that we do. We use very high quality concrete. The concrete is tested after 7 days at 2,500 PSI.
Good.
And then at 30 days, it is also tested at, it needs to be 3,000 or more. And awesome that you bring that up. We will also be doing a shoot later to see how concrete is poured and what are the different processes that are associated with pouring a foundation for a home.
I think it's fantastic.
Hey, actually, that's a great place to stop. Have you ever thought about what goes into making a foundation for a house, especially your house? Let me give you an idea. So the first thing we do is we pick a lot. You pick a floor plan and you find a lot that you want to put it on, and we start building, right? Kinda, but not necessarily the case. So first, after we pick your lot, we do a home fit to see if the home actually fits on a lot. Once we find the lot, we know the home fits, then we scrape off the top layer of soil, trees, rocks, whatever might be there that might kind of hinder the foundation or the concrete being poured on top of it. Secondly, we kind of make a frame for the foundation for the concrete to sit in. Inside that frame, you'll see plumbing for your plumbing. You'll see plumbing for your electrical lines. This is a great place to add maybe outlets for your lamp that goes in your living room. This is where they put the outlet at. So also, if you look at some of the pictures and some of the videos that I have here, you'll see what looks like a piece of plastic, and that's kind of what it is. It's called a vapor barrier. And what it does is protects the home from having moisture rise up into the house. Then they pour in the concrete. They also add reinforcing cables to make sure the concrete is nice and strong and it doesn't crack or fall apart. Then they pour the concrete in, they smooth it out. But it's a lot more planning that goes into that. But I just wanted to take a real quick break and show you what goes into actually making a foundation. So I hope that was really helpful. Back to the interview.
It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a buyer, you and I, we had a buyer come in looking at homes in this neighborhood, from various builders. Mm-hmm. And when I walked into this home, I knew their needs. I knew it was on their wish list. And this model home actually met all of their requests, which was pretty amazing. So when they walked in, I'm like, you need to see this home. So it was pretty good feeling for me to be able to show them something that had everything on their wish list. And then we found one that was in construction. We were to studs. We were not at the sheetrock yet, I don't believe.
Yes, that's correct.
And when we walked in, we were able to make some modifications. And I wonder if you could just tell the other consumers, the buyers, what kind of modifications can be done once a home is already in construction and they realize, oh, I wish I had such and such in this home, such as the one we were in. They decided to add a half bath, which was a big deal for them, right? And now that it's finished and we walk into that home, we all say, this is perfect for them. So what kind of finishing touches can be done in the middle of construction?
And the most important question is, when you find this dream home, obviously you know what the floor plan looks like. We can always show buyers pictures of what the home looks like finished, because obviously the home that they're looking at is not finished.
Right.
It depends on what stage the home is in. If the home is 30 days from being finished, it is unlikely that we can still add. Right? It's unlikely that we can still add the additional powder room or half bath. But if it's pretty early on, a lot of times we can maybe change out the granite. Changing the color is usually pretty common. Changing the fixtures is usually pretty common. Adding floodlights, adding a sprinkler system if the home does not have it, is something that we can do. adding gutters, adding blinds, maybe changing out the appliance package if they wish. But it really just depends on how far along the house is when they find it to really make it from a house to their home.
Okay. So if we're doing new construction, nothing's been done on the lot yet. Nothing at all. What's the time frame to build?
We build in Tavola from 80 to 100 days after permitting has been done and after what's called paneling. So once the home has kind of went through the architecture stage and Perry has decided this is what we want to put here, and we receive the blueprints into the community, and when I say the community, I mean our construction staff, it's about 80 to 100 days that we like to average. So from signing the agreement to walking in the door, you're normally about 4 months.
4 months, that's pretty good. That's great for a new build. I know some are about 6 to 9 months.
Yes, it's pretty awesome.
It's awesome to be able to do that. Well, that answers all of my questions.
Okay. Well,
Good.
Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Pressley.
Again, this is...
No
I know your name. This is Mr. Marshall with Remax. Again, my name is Pressley with Perry Homes, and I am currently in Tavola. Hey, did you want to give them a contact information? I'll also put it here on the bottom as well.
Thanks for that opportunity. Stephen Marshall, Remax Heritage, 713-898-0865. Look forward to helping you.
All right, you guys have a great day, and we will see you again next Friday.
Have a good day.